explore this former county courthouse and jail where a young man took his own life.
Sand, and you found a little band. You told me you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I planned. When you had to bid adieu, said you'd never love anew. I wondered if I could hold it and fall in love with it too. You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you.
This is why we don't give out locations. These markers are all that identifies nearly 1,000 patients from the nearby abandoned asylum. They were so devalued by the state, they were buried in cardboard boxes and left hidden in the woods to be forgotten.
Found a room under my abandoned asylum with only a window and a sealed-up wall.
Build a path to be together. And
then,
the next couple of lines,
we found the prize.
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're part of my heart. dream. How sweet it will seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the
Keine is not what for you.
Exploring an abandoned rapper's mansion.
The abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike is 13 miles of abandoned highway, last opened to vehicle traffic in 1968. It's currently used as a hiking/biking trail with post-apocalyptic scenery. There's 2 eerily dark tunnels along the route. The longest one is 1.5 miles long. We one-wheeled through, but I couldn't imagine walking through a pitch-black, freezing tunnel for that long. This stretch became abandoned because the narrow tunnels caused major traffic jams and a bypass was built. On top of the tunnel is the ventilation turbines. These massive fans would force fresh air in and exhaust fumes out. We made our return route through the ventilation shafts above the tunnels. This was super sketchy because the ceiling sloped down and we had to hunch over for a mile.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain.
Daddy, 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 hurry, I saw something scurry.
Son, what's all this screaming for? You're gonna wake the neighbors next door.
Daddy, I think there's a spider on my floor. Is it? And will you squish it?
You call
Driving, we noticed a sorry-looking hotel and stopped for a look. Abandoned horror home of the doll collector. The owner of this home lost her children in a horrible accident in 1995. A year later, she also lost her husband to suicide. As a coping mechanism to help her grieve, Magda started to collect dolls. Over the years, she amassed thousands and soon began to see them as her family she so horribly lost. She was found dead in 2017. Meanwhile, the locals stay away from this once loved home. They are convinced the house is cursed, and anyone that removes even one doll will suffer horrible consequences. So the house just sits, seemingly forevermore.
This is why you don't explore buildings with power.
Adult movie stars abandoned $8 million mansion.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down. Get the scrap if it happen to blow, it makes a round sounds. Pussycat on my lap, push it back and go to town down. Putting rap on my back and I'm black and snatching crowns. How they came back around like a nigga selling crack in pounds. I got a bag now, but it's nothing to brag about. Gun blast in the background, I'm a black man with the bloodhounds. Mac 10 making love sounds to a bad chick.
This haunted mansion was used in horror movies. This is the first concrete house in this town. It was a gift by a wealthy man to his wife. Old family pictures are still here. I tried to investigate, and this is what I got. Listen closely.
I found an abandoned home deep in the woods. The owners fled the country, leaving everything behind. The home has sat abandoned for the last 20 years, rotting away. It's unknown what happened to them, but it looks like they were in heavy debt. Check out the full explore on my YouTube channel Noah Nowhere.
Isabel's abandoned hideaway.
This abandoned funeral home had some crazy things left behind. Caskets, death certificates, and lots of human cremains. Clothes for the cadavers and embalming chemicals. Embalming tools and teeth. As well as one of the most untouched prep rooms.
Early this morning, when you knocked upon my door, and I said, hello, Satan, I believe it is time to go.
$2.8 million abandoned mafia mansion.
Located on over 200 acres 50 miles west of Indianapolis, sits this completely abandoned sanitarium. This is the former Indiana State Sanitarium. It opened in 1908 and operated as Indiana's main tuberculosis hospital for over 60 years. It provided special treatment to TB patients using innovative therapies such as rest, fresh air, and proper nutrition. However, as medical understanding improved and treatments became available, TB cases began to decline. This pushed the institution to expand its services and reopened as the Lee Allen Bryant Healthcare Center in 1976. The site operated as a private mental hospital and nursing home until 2011, where it suddenly closed and left behind hundreds of beds and hospital equipment. Since then, the site has sat abandoned and is only visited by ghost hunters and explorers. Would you ever visit this abandoned sanitarium?
Hi guys, this is Jades Steen, the host of Jades Abandoned Show, and all the abandoned scene parts in the show is taken by other explorers. I'm just adding it to my show. I'm just the host of the show and the owner of the show. And this is a YouTube TV show that's going to go on YouTube because it's a documentary show for abandoned stuff. I may put some paranormal stuff with the abandoned too, but for the first 5 episodes of the first season, it's just going to be strictly abandoned. And all these scene parts of my show is going to be done by other explorers that goes to different abandoned places. So I just want to let you know that I didn't go to any of those places that's in the show. Those are just done by other explorers. And I will put some of the explorers' names down in the description. Like, there's some of the explorers that went to some of these abandoned places of the scene parts that I'm adding to my show has a YouTube channel as well. I will link their channel down below in the description. And I don't want any credit of these abandoned places. I'm adding their stuff to my abandoned show because I want them to have more closure. That means I'm just supporting them by representing their content on my show, by adding them in my show and stuff like that. So I decided to have my own documentary show, and and it's called Jades Abandoned Show. And this is the first season, the first episode, and I just want to let you know that anything that you see as far as of abandoned place, I did not go to these abandoned places. These are done by other people when they've gone to abandoned places. And I'm just taking the little scene clips and I'm adding them into my show. But they have full credit to their stuff. I'm just adding their stuff to my show so they'll feel part of something bigger than just little videos on TikTok and just 6 minutes videos on YouTube. I want them to be part of a documentary show. So anybody that went to these abandoned places are gonna have fully credits. I don't want any credits. I'm not gonna take anybody's credits away from the videos. I'm just being a big supporter and a big promoter and add them to my show. And this is the host of Jade's Abandoned Show. And this is the executive producer slash film producer. And the name of my production company is called Jades Film Productions. That was the name of my movie studio when I used to make Hollywood movies, but now I don't make Hollywood movies. Now I make documentary films now on abandoned places and stuff like that. But anybody that you see that goes to the abandoned place, I am going to do some abandoned place. Me and my co-host, Phil Nelson, will go to some places. But on the first 3 episodes of the first season, when you see people exploring in those abandoned places, they're not taken by me. I'm just adding the content to my show. So they have a full credit to their videos. I'm just promoting their stuff by adding them to my abandoned show called Jade's Abandoned Show. And I hope you leave a comment down below, and I'll leave the original video down in the description so you can get to them. I'll link the original video down below in the description. I'm just adding the videos to my show for scene abandoned show. So I take full credit to my show, but I don't take full credit of the videos in the show. That means I'm going to be promoting a lot of other abandoned people that expose abandoned places. Like, there are a lot of exposed abandoned places. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers, there's a lot of TikTokers. They go to abandoned places and they do documentary. But they do like little videos on TikTok. The ones on TikTok, they do like 6 seconds, 10 seconds, or just even a minute. Those ones are the ones that I am adding to my show so they can get more closure to their content. But they have the full credit to their stuff. I'm just adding them to my show. That's it. For a support, promote thing. But these scene parts of the abandoned places are done by other people, and they have full credit on their videos. I'm just adding them to my videos just to bring them more closure so their content can spread wider, so they can get more popular. So I'm just being there to help them out by adding them on my show. So I'm just helping them out by adding them to my documentary show. Because there are some really good expos that goes to abandoned places on TikTok. And I want them on my abandoned show. but they take the full credit. They take the full credit. I'm just adding them to the show. And this is Jade Steen, the host from Jade's Abandoned Show. Enjoy.